is so good to see you, buddy. You look fantastic. It is your.
Thank you very much.
It's your first time here in person.
Yeah, no, which is a huge relief, because last time we did this when I was in my living room and I got torrents of abuse from the public for my cushions.
Yeah, your couch cushions, they didn't enjoy.
They were not up to scratch. Everyone was shocked that I was not actually British royalty, and it's like, no, this is what poor LA actors look like. We're dirty, we're broke, that couch has ramen on it. That's how that works.
That's the way it works, yeah.
Pretty much.
I know you were just at Comic-Con. This is your first time at Comic-Con.
Yep, Nerd Mecca. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible.
It really is. But you were in Hall H.
Yes,
which is the first time anyone has been there in 3 years.
Yeah, it was the first
Comic-Con.
Hall H in 3 years. Everyone was super hyped, and we were going to Hall H with Dungeons & Dragons, which is pretty much the heart of all things Comic-Con and nerd. And
congratulations, yes. Congratulations, by the way. So you play that trailer. By the way, it has over like 16 million hits, so congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
But the Dungeons & Dragons trailer, you premiere it, Hall H, and what do you see and what do they do?
You don't see a damn thing because you black out. This thing's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
Like, I tried to ask, like, Chris Evans and Anna de Armas, because they've done this before. I was like, hey, I'm going to Hall H. You got any survival tips? And they were like, oh, my God, Hall H?
Oh!
No, man, that's... And I was like, yeah, thank you, survival tips. They're like, man, that's a lot. You're going to get overwhelmed. I got nothing from these people. I got nothing.
They told you nothing. And so they play it, and then everyone loved it. That's gotta feel good.
It felt great. It was the hugest relief, because like the unofficial tagline of Dungeons & Dragons is Dungeons & Dragons, no, wait, hear me out.
No, it is really good, yeah.
No, and like this is it. We walked in and it's like bringing this movie to meet mom and dad, because this is the judge and jury of Dungeons & Dragons. And they all went, oh my God, it doesn't suck! And we were like, yes!
Yeah, exactly.
And so,
congratulations, there's a lot of pressure.
No, it doesn't, it's great.
But it's not your first turn in a fantasy movie. Of course, yeah. Let me jog your memory. Of course, we all remember you from Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were. There's a thing online. They said, "Oh my gosh, Regé-Jean Page is a background actor in Harry Potter. Is it 7, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Well, you know what?
You're telling a lot of
Let's just show a clip because we have one. Here we go. That's the scene. Did you enjoy doing that?
Yeah, no, hugely. I mean, the best thing about like background acting, particularly on big movies like that, and I recommend it to every actor out there, is essentially no one pays attention to you in background. So you get to be the best actor spy. I was just watching like how these directors work with these actors, where Emma Watson hides her phones between takes. Like it was just, and this is the valuable stuff. It was under the tablecloths at the wedding, by the way.
Oh, that's where they do it. Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah. Can we talk about The Gray Man?
Yeah, all day long.
Congrats. So this is an action movie, and it is action-packed. It is fantastic. There's a lot of action.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, and this is the Russo brothers, who are known for their huge Marvel films.
I mean, just a couple of little indie films.
Yeah, the biggest movies in the world.
Movies, pretty much.
Yeah, of all time, yeah. How did you connect with those guys? How did they hook up with you?
I mean, there's different versions of this story. So, like, there's a version that Joe tells where his wife watched Bridgerton. There's a version where he watched it with his wife. There's a version where Anthony says he was, like, picking up his kids and all the moms were talking about me and then was like, I need to know who this dude is.
Yeah.
I mean, the common thread is essentially some powerful men had the women in their lives talk to them, and we all know who run the world at this point.
Yeah, we know who runs the world. Exactly, that's correct.
I think we do.
Yeah. So you get to work with these guys and you go, I mean, the whole film is a giant, fun film. Ryan Gosling, you got Chris Evans.
Incredible and hilarious.
He's a great guy. He's just a fun...
Gosling's got the most wonderful, wry, absurdist humor. And I think that Evans is very kind of begrudgingly grateful, because I think the trash stash thing, that's a Gosling original. He was just like throwing out disses to Evans between takes. It was just like, it looks like a trash stash, like, you hit like a Lloyd. Like, it was just like Gosling lines.
Back and forth, yeah, it started with Gosling.
There's a ton of those on the cutting room floor.
Can you tell everyone who you play?
I play a man called Denny Carmichael. He is the deliciously devious head of the CIA. I mean, here's the cliff notes. Essentially, I'm Ryan and Chris's boss. I tell them to go out across the world and punch each other in the face, and they do.
There you go. That's a great way to sum up the film. We got lots of things to discuss. Exciting things. I'm excited for you. I'm excited to be you right now.
Are you me right now?
Right now. No, not right now.
I wish I was you, so I had a Snoop suit.
No, I know that's pretty good. That suit's pretty good. No, let me just show you this. This is you on the Jurassic Park ride at Universal.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite rides, but you're riding it by yourself.
Yeah.
and it said "Hold on to your butts." That was your caption, which is Samuel L. Jackson, right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's me and my element there.
how did you get to ride this by yourself?
Well, we came over to Universal Studios. Well, I came over to America to celebrate Wicked, which is a Universal film.
Yes.
And as part of being involved in that film,
I saw the trailer today. I saw the secret trailer.
the sort of backstage for the magic and seeing
Yeah.
girls. I know, especially.
They showed it. Dude, it's crazy.
I know.
It's fantastic. I can't
I know
wait.
it's really, really.
Till it comes out, yeah.
exciting.
We'll talk about that one time.
Well, but
When we're allowed
we
to.
went to CinemaCon, right, in Las Vegas.
Yes, okay,
and
good.
So as part of that, I went and had a tour of Universal Studios, and we had like a private tour. You were the tour guide on the lot.
Yes, I'm in the screen. Yeah. I give you a virtual tour guide.
Which I loved.
I know, me too. You did good. I'm glad.
Yeah, you were the ultimate guide. And then Luke Broyles was the name of the guy that gave us a tour. And Luke Broyles, by name and nature. I love Luke. He was extraordinary. Absolute nerd about cinema, amazing. And it was just incredible to go to the backlot, right? We've been there before. It's like everything we love about cinema. And I was obsessed with the Jurassic World ride, and he must have thought we were a bit weird. But we went round once, and then at the end of it, he said, "Do you want to go on your own?" And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So we did it, and I gave him a printout of...
And you said, I think you're going to want to print out of this because it's going to be you're going to remember this.
Yeah, I did write on the back and said, just keep this, it's a memory.
Because we have a little news we can share tonight. Like a little drum roll, please. You're going to be starring as lead
Gonna
in the
lead
new
the next
Jurassic World movie. Congratulations, bud. That's... What? Are you crazy? Dude, are you freaking out?
I am freaking out, yeah.
Bud!
That's me trying to contain it right there.
Dude, and you couldn't tell anybody. You're like, dude, just take a picture of me on this ride, but you have no idea why this is so cool.
But it was like, it's dated the 9th of April, so I've sort of sat with the secret for about a month and a bit. But it's mind-blowing and it's brilliant. I remember going to see Jurassic Park with my family.
Me too.
And
I went with your family.
You went with
I remember it too. We were all together, yeah. But dude, it's history.
It's history, and it's the John Williams score. It's the Spielberg of it, and
Spielberg.
And I had
on.
got nightmares for sort of 30 years, so now my nightmare has come true. Yeah. Chased by dinosaurs.
Bud, you are a stud, by the way. Here's you at the Met Gala, by the way, the other day.
were there?
Looking good. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And
Very heavy around the neck.
yeah, you look gorgeous, by the way.
I saw you across the room because I think were you looking at the stage? Were you the right side, looking this way?
I was on the. Oh yeah, was I in trouble?
Well, I know. I felt like we were flanking Ari when she was singing.
Oh yeah.
She was performing. And
Oh, you were on that side?
I was on this side, and I was like, "There's Jimmy."
Oh yeah, were you dancing?
Well, only every time she came towards me, I felt like I really wanted to support her, so I was like. And I
me
get
too.
really self-conscious.
Yeah, that's what I did too. Yeah, but I was so happy. She crushed.
It was unbelievable, and to
then
see her and Cynthia together.
Cynthia Erivo
I know.
came out at the end. It was just fantastic. Bud, you have so much great things happening.
But it's me and because Jeff Goldblum and Michelle Yeoh were there. Who
Yeah, I saw Michelle.
And we stood there and we were like, oh my God, we've been so spoiled to see those two amazing talents together. And we've seen what they've been doing backstage and sort of
Wicked.
wonder.
Did
And
you
then,
know that she was going to go on?
I had a set, she called me the day before and said, I might need you to eat an apple.
Eat an apple.
Mid-show.
Oh.
I was like, I can eat apples, I like apples.
Yeah.
But then that got cut.
All right, good. Sorry, good. Yeah, so you didn't have to do that.
Not the apple, the actual thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and I saw Cynthia as well, and she was particularly twinkly that night. And I was like, hang on a minute,
Something's
coming.
happening.
Something's
yeah.
brewing.
Something's because they never tell
Something
you what's
wicked
happening.
this way comes.
Something wicked this way. Yeah, I'm psyched for Wicked. I'm psyched for Jurassic World. Congratulations on both of those.
Thank you.
And I'm super excited for Bridgerton. Come on, this is what I'm talking about. It's back. It's back. Do you like jumping back into it and going, yeah, I know how to do it. This is...
Yeah, it's like going home and seeing that, because obviously every year it's a different love story, and
Yeah.
Luke and Nicola are going to be extraordinary. It's amazing.
It's good, yeah. And I heard that you give advice to the new...
To the new Bridgerton siblings.
Yes.
How to fall in love in front of 82 million people.
Yeah.
The book is not yet written.
How
but,
to fall in love in front of 82 million people, yeah.
It's an extraordinary thing. You know, the Netflix effect is wild. And
It
it's
is
a new
real.
phenomenon. And yeah, to stay grounded in it. But it's such an incredible thing. And Luke Newton didn't need really much advice. But I've been there on WhatsApp, and you know, I will be for the siblings, because we are bonded through this extraordinary thing. And
Yeah.
I know so many people love it, and it's...
You're great in it, bud. You know how to
Thank
do
you.
it. But it's going to be such a giant year, and I'm here to keep you grounded. If you ever need
Thank
anything,
you.
come back to this show. I will keep you on the ground,
Me and
bud.
our Snoop suits
Yeah,
together.
we'll have our Snoop suits. You can always come back here, bud. I want to show a clip. Here's Jonathan Bailey in Bridgerton. Take a look at this.
Dear, is Francesca quite well?
She simply needed a moment, as do I. And I should like to use that moment to dance with my beautiful wife.
Please, enjoy yourselves. Interference.
Jonathan Bailey, that's how you do it. Welcome to the show. I'm so excited.
you.
This is your late night TV debut.
It is, yeah.
I'm honored.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
I'm honored, buddy. Thank you for being here. I have to congratulate you on Bridgerton. According to Netflix, I want to say people that already watched season 3 is a total of 223 million hours.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
hours, yeah. I know.
People are digging it. People are
Yeah.
digging it and digging you.
Yeah.
We had one of your co-stars, Jonathan Bailey, was on our show.
We love him.
We love him. He's fantastic. And then I read somewhere that he might have been the inspiration for you to act.
Yeah. So when this is going back a long time now. When I was about 10 years old, both my aunties were in musical theatre and they were in a show, Les Miserables.
Oh, yeah.
And they were both in the show at the same time, and I would go and watch it weekly, probably. I was probably too young to see that show. It's like...
Yeah.
And I would go, I was terrified of the bangs when, during the war scenes. So
Yeah.
I'd go to the back with my fingers in my ears. My nan would help me, bless her.
Yeah.
And then I realised in years later that Jonathan Bailey was playing Gavroche, who's the little boy in the show. And I was watching that week after week thinking, I'd love to be up there.
You're like, I want to be that
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, get him off the stage. And
Yeah, I can do this, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you never
But-
got to...
No, my aunties inquired, but I was really tall from a young age. I kind of balanced out as I got older, and they were like, he's too tall, he'd have to be on the barricade with a gun.
No. But now here you are, co-star. Does he know this story?
He does, yeah. I need to work out if it was I actually saw him on stage. I'm sure my nan's got a little ticket somewhere.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
He was recently on, and he said that he made you a guide called How to Survive Falling in Love in front of 82 million people.
Yeah.
How was that helpful for you?
Oh, yeah. So we talked about it. We always talked about there being a book passed down through Bridgerton siblings. And it never actually happened. It was all just through voice notes, communication. Johnny was there for me the whole time. And not to mention, he's been so busy. He's been doing all these different jobs. He was juggling Fellow Travellers, Wicked. He was doing everything.
Oh, he's crushing, yeah.
But he was there for me the whole time. It was amazing.
That's cool.
And then we've now sort of agreed that everything that goes from sibling to sibling is top secret. It's like a Bridgerton secret.
Oh, now this is it. Oh.
Yeah. So now I will pass on to whoever the next sibling is going to be.
What the advice
secret
would be,
code.
the secret code of what they have
how
to
to
do,
survive it.
how to survive all this.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a phenomenon. I remember over here reading about people that planned on taking off work just so they could watch the first 3 episodes of Bridgerton or the first 4 episodes.
No, really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Have you felt a change? Have you seen things that you're like,
Yeah. I had a funny interaction with my barber. So I go to just the normal barbers on the corner of my street, where I live in London. And, I'd get on with the guy that owns the place, but he doesn't know what I do. He doesn't know me particularly well.
Yeah.
And then I went in, I think a couple of weeks ago, I had a little break in the press store and I sat down in the chair and he was really smiling at me. And I thought, what's going on here? And I got offered a free tea and I was like, this is suspicious.
Yeah.
Anyway, he says to me, I didn't know you do what you do. And I was like, oh, wow, okay. How did you find out? He said, I had a guy come in last week and ask for a specific haircut and showed me a picture of you. Yeah. It was amazing. Yeah.
Did he freak out?
Yeah.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah, so then he tells him, I actually cut that guy's hair. I can give you the cut. And then the barber said, what makes you, why did you want to get this haircut? Where have you seen this guy before? And he said, I don't know, my girlfriend just sent me and said, get that guy's hair. So
that's exactly right. Yeah, get that cut, be that guy. Yeah. Have you noticed a difference when you go out in public? If you walk down the street?
Yeah, it's there's certain moments with the scale of this show and how crazy it's kind of blown up.
It's worldwide.
Yeah. And we've been on a press tour. We've been all around the world. We left on January 6th, and I'm celebrating tonight because my last one is with you and how special that moment is.
Yeah, all right, this is it.
Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah.
But people react like this
I know.
all over the world in different countries.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I was in Brazil, and the Brazilian fans are so passionate. They really, really love the romance of the show. And I got there, and I wanted to go to the beach and sit in the sun. And there was many calls being made, like, we need security with Luke, we need security. And I'm thinking, in London, I go to the coffee shop and I'm on my own. Like, this is going to be fine.
Yeah.
They end up sending 4 security guards with me to sunbathe on the beach, and they're all like 6'11". I swear, like, genuinely, because I was like, "You must be 7 foot, bro," and he was like, "No, I'm 6'11".
Well,
I
how
was
tall
like,
are you? You're very tall.
I'm like 6'1".
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, wow. And then it ended up me being like on a sun lounger with 4 6'11" security guards standing around me, and like obviously people then noticed.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you go, who's that guy?
Yeah. Who's the guy with 4 massive security guards around him? It was wild. Yeah.
Well, everyone thinks that you can make anything sound romantic, and so.
Oh God.
And sexy, I thought if we gave you some random lines from modern pop culture, maybe you'd be able to show us how Colin Bridgerton would say them if he was talking to Penelope.
Right, okay.
Is that okay? So
yeah, we can try, yeah.
We have cue cards for you over here. Roots, can we maybe get some Bridgerton type of music?
Oh, wow.
Just
Oh,
make
it
it-
still works. I'm going to get closer to my mic. 'Cause you need that.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a man in finance. Trust fund.
Yeah.
6'5" or 6'11" if you're a security guard. Blue eyes.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. How about... That's good. How about...
Oh, wow. Okay.
How about this one?
Okay, right. I'm just Ken. Anywhere else, I'd be a 10.
Yeah.
I like that because Nicola, my co-star, was in Barbie.
Oh,
so
that's
we
true,
have the
yeah,
link.
so yeah,
so
yeah.
I could be the Ken.
I threw this one in. just 'cause-
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
This one?
Yeah, I love this.
It's a classic line.
Yeah. I feel like there's only one way to deliver this, but I'm going to try it in
Okay.
Bridgerton. Penelope. We were on a break.
We were on a break!
Oh, wow.
We were on a break!
Yeah, there was a, I don't
This
know.
is the last one here. If you do me
Yeah,
a favor,
great.
just do this last one.
Right,
With
okay.
love.
I love it, yeah.
Thank you.
Say you can't sleep. Baby, I know. That's that me. Espresso.
That is how you do it. I want to show her on the clip. Here's Luke Newton in Bridgerton. Take a look at this.
I must admit, it's all rather sudden. What was sudden was my last betrothal. So I cannot blame either of you if you're prone to think me foolish. My feelings for Penelope are not a thunderbolt from the sky. I have known her a very long time, and perhaps I have always felt something for her. My only foolishness this time was not realizing it sooner.
Have you said these words to her?
The final part, the betrothal, it did all happen rather swiftly.
It's swift because
Are you going to duel with your own brother? Or...
Yeah, Luke Newton. Welcome to the show.
Thank
You are British, correct?
Correct.
Yes, but you were born in Paris.
No. So my parents are English, but we moved to France when I was 2. So
Okay,
I
you were-
stayed there. I did all my childhood there, all my teenage years there, and then came back at the age of 18.
Oh.
But then, obviously, I had English, but I didn't have any of the English cultural references. So I was neither or. Neither either or? Is that the expression?
That's how they say it.
Yeah, maybe that's why I became an actor. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still speak a little French, or?
Yeah, I mean, I can teach you some. Would you like me to teach you some a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. They've got really good idioms, like really good phrases. And there's one I've got for you is c'est la fin des haricots. It literally means it's the end of the beans. And what it means is if you go to the fridge and you've run out of milk or something and you're feeling a bit dramatic about it, you say c'est la fin des haricots. It means there's no hope left.
It's the end of the beans?
Yeah, do you want to try it? C'est la fin
C'est la fin?
des haricots.
C'est la fin d'helico?
Des haricots.
Des haricots.
And a bit of a Gallic shrug, maybe, as well.
C'est la fin de haricots.
Yeah, perfect.
I have no idea what I just said. Thank you. You studied at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art.
Yes.
Congratulations on getting in there and
Thank
performing
you.
there. But you got to perform in front of the Queen?
I did get to perform once in front of the Queen.
Talk to
yes.
me. Luke,
No.
what do you talk to me about this? What do you remember? Tell me everything.
Well, it was a sort of event at the Royal Academy, and all of the students got to do monologues in different rooms. And she would stop in front of one of the rooms, and whoever she stopped in front of would get to do their monologue. It was like a weird sort of game show. And she stopped in front of me. I mean, look, she didn't like theatre, so I don't think she had a great time, but I did.
Yeah.
And I
You
sort of
did.
think that's what matters really in that moment.
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
that must have been, but talk about pressure. 'Cause
Yeah, no, not really. Wow. Because she didn't like it, she didn't like it.
But
I mean,
you,
that's sort of-
you didn't know that coming in.
And also, there's something about the Queen where it was a bit like she could have been a waxwork. Do you know what I mean? Because she's so famous, you're like, oh, it's just a waxwork.
Yeah, it's not the
actual
real queen. It's a
yeah.
it's a wax figure.
Exactly.
of the queen. But you actually
Yeah, yeah.
brought a photo.
Well, yeah, because I didn't think you believed me. So
Right now, I'm not sure if I do. I do.
yeah, there you go. I'm holding a cricket bat.
That's a bit intimidating for the queen. I
Well,
don't think.
I think it helps when it makes people listen to you. I think.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
So there was just a
There
table.
she is. I mean, do you know what I mean? It could be anyone, but that is definitely the Queen. I promise.
Wait. So is there anyone else in the room with you? Just the four of you.
It's a blur. I can't remember. In my head, it was so intimate. It was just me and Liz. Do you know? Everyone else just.
That's a show I would watch.
disappeared away.
Just me and Liz. Did you ever have any famous scene partners at Rada that went on to be famous? Or?
Yes, I was in the same year as Jessie Buckley.
No.
Yeah. We did a
You
bit.
guys are having a good year.
Yeah, we did a bit of Shakespeare together. In fact, our very first job after drama school was at the Globe Theatre. We weren't in the same play, but we were in the same. I did Midsummer Night's Dream, and she did The Tempest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, was that like a performance of the Queen at the Globe Theatre?
Yeah.
I mean, Bridgerton, where is it all?
I've done okay.
You've done not bad. You've done everything.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Is it?
Wait, do you think it's the end now?
No.
know what I mean?
I'm saying no. It's just the beginning. Just the beginning. Are you kidding me? Just the beginning for you. But I'm just saying these are giant things. I would
Yeah.
freak out just to even be near the Queen. Globe Theatre is a dream.
Yeah.
Bridgerton, you do. It's global.
It is global.
It's massive.
Yeah.
People love it.
Yeah.
People love the romance. You're a stud. I mean, let's talk about Bridgerton. This season, it's all you, bud. This season is about you.
Yeah.
When do you find that out? When?
You don't have too much time to sort of like work up to it. Like I'd say like maybe like a few months I knew, but it's quite good because to be honest, I think as a job it can be a little bit allergic to preparation. Like it's good to prepare a little bit.
Okay.
But also if you prepare too much, you worry and then you get in your head,
It won't be as good.
and then it'll be a disaster.
You like to keep it
Yeah. You just
fresh.
You just have to go with the flow a little bit.
Yeah, and I know
as you
Jonathan
can.
Bailey joined you.
Yes.
At the end, people were.
There we all are. There he is. And then there's Luke Newton, who you've met as well.
Yes, I know Luke
You've
Newton
had
as
Luke
well.
Newton as well.
Yeah, I love him. But this is what's it like getting these three guys together?
It's amazing because, like, we've got they bring that history with them as well, and also we've all done this thing. We're the only three brothers so far that have done this thing. So
have you ever worked with him before this?
Johnny? Yeah. Oh no, I didn't work with him, but I took over from him in a play. So I was doing King Lear, and it was with Ian McKellen. Ian McKellen was playing Lear.
Oh my goodness.
And he was playing it first, and then I took over for the West End. So we weren't actually on stage at the same time. But that's what's great about this show, is that in a lot of other projects, you wouldn't necessarily get to be in scenes with someone who's like, I guess, in your sort of casting bracket. Because do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, as in, like, it's actually really nice to have us as three brothers.
You know each other.
Yeah, and you know each other. Yeah.
In the final episode of Bridgerton Part 1.
Yes.
No spoilers. Yeah.
Okay. I know what you're going to say.
Well,
I know
we're a
people are
little upset. Yeah.
Yeah.
Benedict proposes to Sophie, right? But we can say that.
Yeah, we could say that.
Yeah, but it's not a marriage proposal.
No, it's not.
He asked her to be his mistress.
Yeah.
Dude! Boo! Leo is right. What were you thinking? And what in the world is wrong?
I just think Benedict's a bit scared. I think it's scary to give someone everything, Jimmy.
Be my mistress.
I know. But I think what's wonderful about it is that, you know, everyone talks about the show in terms of the episode 1 being, oh, it's a Cinderella story, it's a Cinderella story. And it is up to a point. But the whole dynamic of the show is all these record scratch moments. It's all about fantasy and then the real world this season, I think.
Yeah.
And so actually, you know, and also I hope he redeems himself in part 2. We'll find out.
Okay, good.
Hopefully.
All right, hopefully.
Yeah.
There's a lot of epic dance scenes in Bridgerton to some great music.
Yes.
And I was hoping tonight maybe you could teach me not only a little French, but maybe a little dance number, maybe?
You up to it?
Yeah, I would love to.
What's so funny? I mean, I'm saying that like I'm an expert.
Well, I believe
know
you
how to
are.
dance.
I believe you are.
I was taught it for like 3 weeks. But we can try. It's a move called the fleckle. It's
Oh,
a
the
waltz-
fleckle?
Yeah, the fleckle.
That's my favorite, yeah.
Yeah,
I go to the clubs, I do the fleckle all
Okay, yeah,
the time.
great, great. Do you want to? Should we try it?
Yeah, teach me, Luke.
Okay, so we'll do it sort of together later. So don't worry, we will get up and close and personal.
Oh.
But first, I just want to teach you the steps. Okay. All right. So the steps go side, behind. You're going round. Then side, front, side, front. Then you do it again. Side, behind, side, front, side, front.
Where'd you go?
Yeah?
Yes.
So you're good to go?
Yes. But that was it?
That's
No.
it. But wait, now we're going to spin. So we're going to spin around each other. If you put your hands... You got them here.
Okay.
And I'm going to stick them under your armpits.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then, you ready? You ready to go? So we'll do it slow first.
Yes.
So, side...
What side?
Wait, we're too close to the
Sorry.
desk. Move
Okay,
over
sorry.
there. Okay,
Yeah.
so, side,
Side.
other way, other side.
Okay, gotcha.
That
Yeah,
side.
yeah, ready?
Yeah. Side,
Side,
behind,
back,
side,
side,
front,
forward,
side,
side.
front. Side, behind, side, front, side, front, side, behind. And then release. Release the arms. Yeah.
What a show! What a show clip! Here's Luke Thompson in season 4 of Bridgerton. Take a look.
You have taken possession of me. Shot me back to life. Turned me from someone who cannot sit still for a moment to one who wishes to be in one single place, beside you, for as long as I might live.
You will have to take a wife. Society, your mother, it will be expected eventually.
I'm the second son. I'm not even needed as a spare anymore. There is already an heir. I would not marry. I could not look twice at anyone else. If only you would love me back.
That's how you do it right there. Luke Thompson, everybody. Season 4 of Bridgerton is streaming now on Netflix.